perseverance, dedication, passion.
Remove their clothing to do that. I don't know. That's gonna be the end of the video. I know it.
All right, so I met Matt actually through Instagram. It was a while ago. I think he drew a photo that I had taken at an event. And so he shared it online and he tagged me in it, and then I discovered him that way, and then I saw his work and it was amazing. So then when I started this video project, which you're watching right now, the series with no name, I was like, you know what, I gotta see if Matt's interested in doing this. So we grabbed coffee, and yeah, next thing you know, we're here. He's also single, but I think he's single actually, I don't know. Okay, just forget all that. Just enjoy the episode.
My name is Matt Boismier. I am known as the Tooninator online. That started in college. And I'm a character designer for animation.
On Instagram, I'd seen your work and I'd seen like these little sketches on notepads and stuff, and I'm like, man, that's pretty cool. So we were there and I'm like, well, how long does it take you to actually do one of those? And you're like, a couple minutes. And you did it. So talk me through it. When you do that, what are you thinking? What do you look for?
Well, I'm thinking, Nima just put me on the spot. So, when you say, hey, can you draw that thing? I've most likely drawn something similar to it before, so I'm not scared to kind of take a stab at it. It's kind of second nature to me. My job is to draw characters, and so I sit and analyze faces most of the time. As you noticed in the coffee shop, like, we were getting looked at.
Yeah.
You've got a big camera with you, and I've got this iPad that glows. To be coy and shy is not really an option.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it's more like ignore the distraction of everyone who's looking. If they're excited about what I'm doing, I'm happy to.
You can learn to draw by following these simple step-by-step drawing lessons.
Yeah, so this project was, the reference was sent, and I kind of just did a quick caricature of each of those personalities. Very safe designing, not much styling happening. So on the second round, and really exaggerated and turned them into characters with really nice contrasting shapes, high waist. That's what I'm looking for when I do a lineup of characters, is how can I make each one completely unique from the next one so that you get that iconic silhouette. That's a typical process of how I design characters.
You can draw a real picture the very first time you try.
To me, this talent is a learned talent, and I'm still learning every day. And I've watched people start from zero at age like 25 and develop a skill. I think I don't want to discredit anyone who has a talent by saying, it must be nice to be talented. You're really just removing the ownership. It's almost an excuse for the person who doesn't have that talent to just be okay with not having the talent because they've never worked at it. They've never been vulnerable. They've never put themselves out there. Like, yeah, to get good, you're gonna have to suck a lot. That's vulnerable, and a lot of people I don't think are willing to actually do that.
Yeah, you showed me a book of the women that you've drawn. Does that get you into trouble?
Professionally, I draw cartoons for little kids. My personal Instagram and my personal artwork leans more towards drawing beautiful women. It's seen in a positive light, especially by women. The women that have seen what I do find it very empowering, and that makes me happy. So the whole like what's going on in the world today, the female movement, I think I'm falling in line with that. It hasn't even been a problem with my clients who, I do work for Disney here and there, and it doesn't seem to be a thing. The two worlds don't really clash or collide.
What if you're dating another artist, right?
Oh no, you don't do that. You don't do that.
No, but let's just say, hypothetically, right? And then she was doing the same with men. Would it bug
She was
you?
drawing naked men.
Yeah, would it bug you?
Yes, if I was dating an artist and they happen to draw men in the nude, like boudoir, I think they call it, I would have to be okay with that. Like maybe I would jump in for a session and like, draw them as well. I've never invited a man to get naked in my apartment, so I don't know. That's
I'm not volunteering, believe me.
all new territory, but I can't be jealous. That would just be wrong.
But you keep saying I can't be jealous. You're not saying I wouldn't be jealous. So then, like, you're thinking maybe you would be.
You know what? If I was jealous, that would be the end of the relationship. You can't have that. And I respect the artistic vision. If someone finds the male anatomy just that desirable that they have to paint it, then, well, I would hope they find my anatomy that desirable. Don't do this with beer.
Your
Don't.
anatomy.
You can't do this with 3 beers. It was fine with 1. It was like casual. It was like. Now you're gonna get the true like.
Yeah. Would you pose for someone? Someone who knew what
You
they
know
were-
what? I've considered this recently because it's like, I'm asking women to be vulnerable in front of me and remove their clothing. I don't ask them to do that. The way it works is whatever they feel comfortable with. So if they're comfortable in a... I can't.
There you have it, episode 2 with Matt. It's just awesome to spend time with someone who's that skilled at something and to just glean whatever you can just about the way they operate, the way they think. It's an interesting world with art, I think, because you often, you don't realize that, with other careers, a lot of times, you absolutely get criticism on the job, but it's not constant. But with something like what he does, and with photography and video, every time you do something, you're immediately getting feedback, right? So each time you do a project and you deliver it, which is frequent, you're getting feedback all the time. So you have to develop a thick skin, and that's what Matt has done for many years on end to get to where he's gotten. If you like the series, subscribe, share, tell other people to subscribe. And hey, Whistler Brewing, if you'd like to sponsor the channel, that'd be amazing. Anyway, great day, weekend, whatever. See you next time. Bye.